Hi everyone. We got in a bit of pickle thinking that we were live when we weren't, and I think finally that I am. So, hi, my name's Jo Smith. In the crochet world I'm known as the Spannerworks. A long story about that is Joanna Spanner, nickname from my childhood which I decided to embrace rather than get fed up about. I may have met many of you before. I've worked at Yarndale. I had a stall there for a few years. I might have met you there. I might have met you at Waltham Abbey Yarn Show. I've taught there a few years. I love that show. Or perhaps you might have heard my name from Jamie Crow. This is a pattern I did for her a few years ago. Her patterns are an absolute joy. So, if you've never done one of my patterns, this might be a good way to start because her patterns are so easy to follow. And I still like this. I hope you do too. Or it might be that I've met you at the Knitting and Stitching Show. I've taught there for about 8 years. Last couple of years I haven't because of you know what. And 2 years ago I moved to Bath from London, and I said to the organisers there, I'm not going to be doing London shows anymore. And I just got asked to do the next one in the autumn, so I hope I'll be back because I missed them and they were lovely. I loved working at those, and I've met so many fab people and hopefully set off a lot of people on their crochet journey, which is really good fun. Or it could be that you've seen my work this month on Inside Crochet. The funniest thing is, this is my pattern on the front, and I was overjoyed to have a pattern on the front. But the crazy thing is that it's nothing like anything I usually make. You may be surprised to see all these colours here. This is what I'm into. I'm into lots of colour, sparkles, neons, bright, shocking, vibrant, gaudy. I like it all. I love it all. So I hope you do. If you don't, you might want to turn off now, but I hope you do. So I'll just show you the little shawl from Inside Crochet. I think they photographed it beautifully. And what I love about it, as I hope you can see, the beads on the bottom make it really, really bouncy. So it's got the most beautiful drape. It's only got little tiny beads. So if you want that pattern, you will have to buy this month's Inside Crochet. But if you wanted to buy the actual original shawl, you could. Obviously, it took me a long time to design it. It's made in drops yarn, which I love. They're alpaca yarn, which has got a beautiful softness. So it's be a lovely spring shawl. If you'd like to buy that, I'd like £100 for it, but that is an absolute bargain. If I started to work out how much an hour I got paid for designing and making anything, well, we're talking about £2 or £3 an hour, so which doesn't quite make a basic wage, does it? But this is the way it is, I'm afraid. Okay, so if you wanted to email me, you could buy that and have it straight away. You also could have seen other things in Inside Crochet. Christmas time I did a blanket called Twinkling Stars. I've got a thing about stars, planets, suns, moons, all that kind of stuff. Twinkling Stars, again, they absolutely did a perfect job on it. I just love the way they photographed it on this beautiful woman. I did it as a blanket and then realised it looked absolutely gorgeous as a wrap. I will just pick it up. It's there. Sorry, my daughter's being my assistant and passing me things, which is fantastic. This is it. Again, this is a heavy wrap. And it's got gorgeous tassels around the bottom. Now this one was a lot of work, you can imagine. Anyone who's a crocheter will know what I'm talking about when you talk about even hundreds of hours about making something, from the designing to the finishing. This has a bit of a sad story, that someone bought it off me straight after I got it back, someone in Poland. a lovely woman that I follow, living with Mimi, not living with Mimi, oh, I can't remember her name, but anyway, she's beautiful, and she bought it, and it was when the Brexit thing happened, and sadly, they wouldn't let it into the country, and I got it back. That was a long time ago now, so if anyone would like to buy this, but this one is £300, worth every penny. Still only about £3 an hour for me, but there you go. It's an absolute beauty, and I think it's heavy, it's warm, would look fantastic over a coat in the winter, and you'd be snug as a bug. Other things I wanted to show you were things that I've got on my Etsy. I decided I wouldn't show things that were on Etsy today because there's lots already on there, and you can go there and look at those things. But there's one or two things that sell really well, and I just thought I could actually show you some of the things. One of my best sellers is a mandala shawl, and it's made from a little mandala shape. First of all, I'll show you my one. I've been wearing this for years. It's been in the wash loads of times, but I still love it. You can either wear this shawl as like a scarf, just snuggled up around your neck, or you can drape it out and wear it hanging off your shoulders with a lot of drape. It's long enough to wrap around you and then tie around the back like a pole dart type. This one's got little, you can see, it's old and well washed, but it's worn really well. The pattern for that is on Etsy, and it's £4, I think. I wanted to just quickly show you. The great thing about the pattern is that depending on what colours you use, and I love this about crochet, that when you release a pattern, you see what other people have done, you think, oh wow, why didn't I think of those colours? This one, I put on my Instagram profile a while ago, and this one, it looks so Spanish. Someone actually went woo and put that little Spanish emoji next to it, because it really looks like you should have one of those beautiful things in your hair and be clacking. I love that one, and this is one I did with my favourites, red, orange, yellow and pink. I think they are my favourite colours, and this one I've put pom-poms on the bottom so that you can get that lovely drape of throwing it over your shoulder, and it sits there because it's got weighted pom-poms. The thing about this pattern that sells so well, I love, is that it can be used in lots of different ways. You can do it in 4-ply. Sorry, I haven't got an example. You can do it in double knit. I haven't seen it in chunky, but I think it would look really well. And when you buy the pattern, you get a little graph so that you can work out your own colourway, because there's a multitude of colourways you could do, and I think you'd love doing that. Now, going through my room the other day, searching for things, I realised that this mandala was actually made beginning from that same pattern. And the funny thing about that is I sell mandala patterns on Etsy, and I got 3 as a group, and I think they sell for about £6, I think. And I thought, well, if you buy my other mandala patterns from Etsy, if you want this one as well, email me and I will send it to you. If you just want this one, it's only a couple of pounds. I love it. Just email me. Forgotten where I got to. Oh, okay. Other things that I've had in magazines are in Inside Crochet, my favourite crochet magazine, I have to say. Last summer I had this lovely garland. I actually did see that some people had made it, and I was really excited by that. There's something really great about having a pattern published and then finding that people are actually using it and making it their own. This is the one that was in Inside Crochet is actually in my window, and I can't say goodbye to it. But this one is one I made before that one went to Inside Crochet. The Inside Crochet one had tassels, it had beads. This is a simple one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 10 sunshines, okay? This was the forerunner of the one in Inside Crochet. If anyone would like that, okay, £25 and just email me. I've got a thing about garlands. I make a lot of garlands actually. There's this one, the pattern is in my Etsy shop, but I've never actually tried. I've nearly done. Oh no, I've got so much to show. Here's another garland. I've got hardly any time left. I had so much to show, you know, about a quarter of the way through of things I was going to show. So I'll have to do this again, but what I'll do is everything I was going to show you today, I will put on my Etsy shop for you to be able to buy. I hope you'll have a look. Oh, I didn't show you the cushions. Okay, I wasn't going to show you these, but these cushions are in the blurb for next month's Inside Crochet, so I can show you. They're £50. If you want the pattern for those, next month's Inside Crochet.
Just keep talking.
Oh, I didn't tell you all about the mother pattern I was going to tell you about. I obviously wasn't thinking about how long 15 minutes is. I needed an hour. I was going to show you the mother pattern of all the pot holders and berries and bags that all can be made from the one pattern, changed, altered, adapted. If you want all of those, there would be 4 patterns altogether. That'll cost you a tenner. You can make all kinds of things, and I hope it will set you off on a journey of making tons of bags and all sorts for yourself and for your friends.
Keep going.
So, having said that about the mother pattern, my bonkers bags are actually my pièce de resistance. Every single one is unique and different. These are £75 each, but definitely more than 7 hours work at £10 an hour, so you can understand. They get brighter and brighter and brighter. And look at this one. This is my favourite at the moment. Look at those handles that I put on it. And pom-poms and flowers with mirrors. I've got so much to show you, and I think I've run out of time already.
Just alive.
Okay. Look, I put those little pom-poms on that one. Okay. And also in my Etsy shop, there's quite a lot of these market bags, what my mum called a string bag for going down the market. These are ones that haven't yet been in my Etsy shop. So if you want any of those, look at that. Look at the neons in that. My daughter's smiling at this one. She's also a neon freak. So, okay, they're only 20 quid, but you do need to add postage to those because they're quite heavy.
Still live.
Do you want me to keep? I skipped so much because I thought I was running out of time. Okay, let's just show you these. I love these because they're like old-fashioned vintage knitting bags. Now, this is a very plain one. I've got quite a plain one in my Etsy shop for 40 quid. It's plain, but it's neon. But that's 40 quid. This one, oh me, oh my, I'm not a sewer. Look, lining. But I thought about lining the others, but you know the grief that it gives me for lining something. So I just thought, you know what? This one's lined. It's 50 quid. It's got lovely pom-poms, and yes, it's fantastic. But the joy of the ones that are not lined is that you can stuff it full of loads of yarn and it'll stretch out and it will hold half your stash. Well, actually, at about a 100th of my stash, but you know, there you go. And the cool thing is, if you've got knitting needles or crochet hook, you can just stick them in. And I love that kind of vintage feel that they have. If you were to buy this one, I would put a nice pom-pom on it, don't worry. I've got this massive pile in front of me now. I'm going to show you some more things as I still seem to be live. These are 2 things that were in my Etsy shop, and I was actually a bit gobsmacked that no one wanted to buy them because I'd had them in my Etsy shop. They still are for 125 quid. This is West Yorkshire Spinners pure wool yarn. It's beautiful. Okay, you can see my pink, red and orange favourite colours again. But I loved this, and I couldn't believe that no one wanted it at that price. Sometimes I wonder, my son has a phrase called reassuringly expensive, and I wondered if it was $350, maybe someone would have bought it. It should cost that much, but I had it for $125. But look at the drape on that, it's beautiful. And it will wear beautifully because it's that beautiful yarn from West Yorkshire Spinners. I love it. And my daughter likes this colourway best. They're not the same, the pattern's not the same. I never make two things the same. Life's too short to make two things the same for me, because while I'm making one thing, I'm always thinking, oh, I could have done it different. I could have done a different pattern here. I could have put some black and white in it, as I have in this one. I could have put tassels on it, not pom-poms. So, yeah, everything I make is different. This one's also in my Etsy shop for $125. Again, West Yorkshire Spinners yarns, so soft, gorgeous. Okay, we've got warm weather now, but you know, I've been wearing my scarf out for the last week or two, month, 6 months. So actually you might still want a warm thing for the evenings. Well, wear a summer dress and this over the top. Look fab.
Doesn't look like they're going to cut you off. I'll just wrap it up, Mum.
Okay, I'm gonna, oh, I can actually see my screen now and there's love hearts going up the side. Thank you so much. I've been talking really fast. I haven't shown you lots of things. I haven't shown you the beautiful necklaces, the earrings. I've got new earrings, the bangles. I am a crochet addict, aren't I? I make stuff all the time. So, look, chilly earrings. Do have a look. I will be putting all of these into my Etsy shop on Tuesday after the holiday, and I will also, if you'd like to get in touch with me, if you've seen anything and you want to buy it, get in touch with me, or you can make me an offer on anything. I would be happy with that. I hope I do meet you in the future at another yarn show. Let's hope. Bye.